We have numerous historical figures who have been described as one of the wealthiest ever. We have kings, emperors, and even pharaohs. Their wealth was more than ever imagined. So, when you hear these names, you'll know they come with great power, especially in ancient times. So, in this video, we will look at the wealthiest kings, emperors, and pharaohs in history. But before we begin, make sure you like the video and press the subscribe icon. Let's go! 1. King Solomon. The Bible states that King Solomon had a fortune that dwarfed anyone who lived before him. For this reason, this made him the wealthiest person who ever lived in the world. King Solomon reigned for 40 years, and he received 25 tons of gold every year. In today's era, a ton of gold is worth $64.3 million at $2,000 per ounce. This means that 25 tons multiplied by 40 years of his reign amounts to $64,300,800,000. All this doesn't even include income derived from trade, business, or the annual tribute paid to him by all other kings and governors of Arabia. If we go with the current rate, his net worth would be $2.1 trillion. 2. Mansa Musa. According to historians, some believe that the wealthiest king ever to walk the earth was Mansa Musa. He was a 14th century West African ruler whose wealth was simply incomparable and indescribable. It was reported that Musa Keita was born around 1280 AD during the Keita Dynasty. He was born into a family of rulers who walked up into power in 1312 AD after his brother Mansa Abu-Bakr left the throne to go on an extravagant expedition at sea. Mansa Musa became the 9th Sultan of the West African Kingdom, which was already considered very wealthy by the time he ascended. 3. Tsar Nicholas II of Russia. Nikolai Alexandrovich was born in 1868 into the House of Romanov. He was the emperor of the Russian Empire from 1894 to the 1917 February Revolution. When he was 48 years old, his wealth was valued at up to US $881 million, equivalent to US $290 billion in today's money. He was known as the wealthiest monarch and head of state in history. He was also the wealthiest saint in the Russian Orthodox Church. At the time of his death, his net worth was $900 million, equivalent to $305 billion in today's dollars due to inflation. This made him one of the wealthiest monarchs in human history. 4. Mir Osman Ali Khan. Mir Osman was the last ruler of the princely state of Hyderabad and of Berar. He ruled between 1911 and 1948 until it was merged into India. This king has always styled His Exalted Highness the Nizam of Hyderabad. During his ruling days, he was the richest man in the world, with a fortune estimated at US $2 billion in the early 1940s. This is worth $32.8 billion today, or 2% of the US economy back then. Nizam is widely known to have remained the wealthiest man in South Asia until he died in 1967. His wealth includes a vast private treasury containing 100 million euros in gold and silver bullion and another 400 million euros of jewels. Calculating his modern-day worth, the Nizam was worth $236 billion, making him one of the wealthiest kings ever. 5. King Maha Vajiralongkorn. King Maha is a 67-year-old royal who took over the throne after his father's death in 2016. The Crown Property Bureau looks after his wealth. King Maha's family owns more than 16,210 acres of land in Taiwan, with 400,000 rental contracts worldwide, including 17,000 in the capital. King Maha also has a lot of shares in Siam Commercial Bank and the Siam Cement Group. As if that was not enough, the Thai king also possesses the Golden Jubilee Diamond, which is known to be the largest cut and faceted diamond in the world. He is worth $43 billion. 6. Thutmose III. Here we have a pharaoh keen on conquest who transformed Egypt from an inward-looking kingdom into a super expansionist empire. He was also a skilled warrior. Who brought the Egyptian empire to the peak of its power by conquering all of Syria. Conquers from his many wars made him one of the wealthiest pharaohs in the world. His military executions and accomplishments are recorded on the numerous monuments he built. 7. Jacob Fugger of the Lily. He is commonly referred to as Jacob II or Jacob Fugger the Rich. Jacob was an emperor, mining entrepreneur, major merchant, and banker of Europe between ca 1495 to 1525. He was a descendant of the Fugger royal family situated in the free imperial city of Augsburg. The textile trade with Italy primarily created the family's wealth. 8. Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah is the world's second longest reigning monarch after Queen Elizabeth II. This king is also the Prime Minister of Brunei, making him the absolute monarch of the nation. Talking about his fortune, it reportedly comes from the oil and natural gas exports business. The Sultan has also been ranked among the wealthiest people in the world. And that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, do ensure to give this video a thumbs up and tap on the awesome subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.